Hey, it's Andrew here to talk to you for a minute about mortgages today. So when we think about mortgages and we think about real estate, one thing we hear a lot is location, location, location. That's the most important thing with real estate, location. Well, why is that? What's the big deal with the location? So let's think about that. Depending on what location you're looking to get a mortgage or purchase a house in, it could drive the amount of house you can get for what you want to spend. If it's an area where it's in a high demand area. A lot of people are wanting to move there. A lot of people are going after those properties. That's going to drive that price up. If it's in a high demand area that because it's got a lot of amenities, a lot of new things are coming in, stores, restaurants, people want to be around, it can drive that price up. So as you're looking, depending on what size of a house, what size of a yard, those types of things, that location can play a lot into the price you're going to pay to get it. Another thing with location is how easy is it to get around to where you need to go? How close is it to work? How close is it to where your childcare is? How close is it to the stores? If you're somebody who is forgetful and doesn't use a shopping list and needs to go to the store every day, you don't want to make a long drive. If you're somebody who plans ahead and you do your shopping once a week or once a month, it might not be that big a deal to be far away from the store. Another big thing is how good are the schools in the area? That if you have kids, that's something that you'll definitely want to look into to understand what kind of an education they're going to get in the area you are. If you have family that helps you out with watching those kids, you don't want to live a far way away where after work you're tired, you have to drive all the way, pick them up, and then have a long drive home after picking them up. It's just going to add to your day. So there's a lot of things to consider. Another thing, the local utility companies, what are their rates? If you plan on buying a large house and you're going to spend a lot on utilities, you're going to want to get the best deal there as well. So there's really a lot to think about, not just what the house looks like and that type of thing, but you really need to look and take a deeper dive when that location comes into play. If you're somebody who doesn't like to be really close to other people, you like peace and quiet, maybe you were socially distancing before social distancing was cool, and now you buy a house in the middle of the city and you realize I can't stand being around all these people. I need to be out in the country. Well, you might have wanted to think about that ahead of time. But the same way, if you don't want to be where nobody is, you want that interaction. You love to have those block parties where you get to know your neighbors and you get to spend time together. Then living out in the middle of nowhere might not be for you. You want to be in that crowded area. So there's a lot of things to think about. And that's why location, location, location is so important in real estate because you're making a large investment. This is, something you're going to pay for years and you really want to find the right place. So when you find that right place, another important thing is you don't want somebody else to buy it before you get a chance. So when the real estate market is really hot, like, times when people are really out there buying, the rates are low, it's all that more important to get that pre-approval before you go out looking for the house because there's nothing worse than falling in love with a property or a house and you get your heart set on it and then somebody buys it before you can get financing lined up. So that's just some important things to think about when you're thinking about mortgages and purchasing a house. If you have any other questions or you want to investigate a little bit further, give us a call. We'd love to help you out.